And good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the WyoNation Roundup. Greetings to you wherever you may be. I am your host, Chad Smith, and we are here to talk some Wyoming athletics with Brad and Shea. But first, we got to tell Elon to sort some stuff out. We're having some kind of Twitter connection problem, so all of us, we're going to tweet out here the YouTube link. So I don't know, Brad, if you tweeted that on your end, I'll retweet it.
I did.
Shea can retweet it.
Actually, retweet it.
I'm going to have to get out of the mothership account to do that. So we're doing a little live on air technology purge.
Not very well, but we're certainly doing it.
Yeah. So we'll link this out. Here we go. Here we are. Thank you. We'll retweet that, and that will get us going. So welcome on in to the Roundup, a busy show. We have basketball to talk about. We have wrestling to talk about, and we will finish up the show talking about some football. So a lot of news over the past couple days, and we're in March. So it does seem a little odd to have so much. But good to be here. Good to see Brad and Shea. And I guess we will start with basketball, of course. Today, Wyoming played their first-round matchup in Vegas, unfortunately, against Vegas. And they fell, as you all know by now, 73-70. But, boys, just thinking about the history, it seems, I would guess that we've probably played UNLV in Vegas more than any other school. It just seems like every other year that's who we play in the first round. And I'd say it's a disadvantage, but not of late because, even like today, it's basically a home game for them, but there were more Wyoming fans there. So we'll get this off the screen for a second and we'll dig into the stats. So we'll talk about that. Wyoming playing in Vegas against Vegas. Your thoughts?
It was a tale of two halves. For sure. The Cowboys couldn't buy a basket in the first half and bought a lot of baskets in the second half, but, unfortunately it was not enough baskets, at the end. So, but it was good to see the boys come out of halftime ready to play some basketball.
Yeah, it wasn't years have passed where they've been down by 16. They would have lost by 36. It's they climb back in, and really this is year one for Sonny. Last year, I don't know if we can count that as a year for Sonny. I don't think that'd be fair. So, nothing to improve on. And the Mountain West gets a little bit weaker next year, and I don't think that would have mattered. I think Sundance has got the team on the right trajectory.
100%. All right, let's dig into some of these numbers first. As Brad said right here, this is kind of your tale of your two halves. Outscored 44-31 in the first half, and then outscored them 39-29 in the second, but just couldn't close it. I will say that I guess the end of the game, right? Mountain West refs going to be Mountain West refs. UNLV gets the and one. I don't know in how many leagues in the country where they would actually blow a whistle there, but the Mountain West is one of them, as we know.
That's why they struggle in the NCAA.
And one of your big stats right there you got up on the screen is the 3-point field goal. It's like, holy smokes, how bad is that?
I didn't see that until I brought up the box score. So yeah, that was going to be my next thing, Brad. So good eye. Yeah, you're not going to win any games when you're shooting 3 of 21 from the stripe. Or not from the stripe, from the free throw line, or not even that, from the 3-point line. Sorry, from deep. So 14% compared to UNLV hitting 38%, which is, probably about average. I think like 42% is probably like your average, your NCAA average. So UNLV about average, us putrid.
We took 18 more shots than them. 18.
Lost the game, yeah.
Lost the game.
Free throw wise, they were plus 11 looking at this. So that does factor in quite a bit in a 3-point game.
Look at Dennis's stats. 13 points, 11 rebounds as a guard.
Yeah, that's wild. He is a physical player for sure. Played 34 minutes. 2 assists, 11 rebounds, as you see there. Other scorers in double figures include Nasmeyer, 14 points, as you see there. And then how about Gavin Gores with, what did he have, 3 dunks today?
Yeah.
Maybe more? I don't
He's
know.
a dunk machine.
At least 3. So, that guy can find the rim. And a very good game there for him. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at the minutes here. We're at a pretty tight bench. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 guys basically getting playing time. Saxon not playing as much. Sadi not playing as much.
Yeah, Magassa, I remember watching, like, he knocked a ball up in the air on offense. And then instead of getting back, he just stared at the ball in midair. And then didn't get back, and UNLV scored and a foul. Yeah. And immediately he was out of the game. Like, Sundance is like, well, if that's the effort you're going to show, you're make a mistake is one thing, but not getting back and you're just staring at the ball is a whole different thing. So,
yeah, Chef Che's back. Good to see you. Says this team fought, just couldn't get a damn thing to fall. Follows that up with had some fight club guys out there today. Couldn't say that last year. Growth, 100%.
Yep, that's an accurate statement.
100%. So I think Sonny certainly knows what he's looking for now. And now I don't want to talk about like the future yet because I don't think their season's over. I think it's a better than 50% chance that they get some kind of postseason tournament. Being ranked in the top 100 in the net is going to help them, I think, land an NIT spot or what the CBI is still going along. And just remember, there's a lot of teams who are in those areas who they know where they're going to have a bunch of seniors or a bunch of guys who they know are going to hit the portal, and they're going to say, "Yeah, we're good." So I think,
Vegas has a tournament too. They have like a 16-team tournament. Yeah,
the Crown.
That's more of a power.
That's the one that like replaced the NIT, didn't it?
Or the CBT. Remember there was the CBI and the other one.
Yeah, I think it was the CBT.
Jesus, how do we even keep track of this?
So that one is, that's a 16-team tournament in Vegas. But if I remember correctly, it's more of they bring in all the Power 4 schools that didn't make the tournament.
It's a payday tournament.
Yeah, and you win I think it's a lot more than $1 million to win it. I think it might be like $2 or $3 million if you win the tournament.
Oh yeah, never mind. Wyoming's not going to that.
Yeah, Wyoming won't get into something like that. 100%. You're right. So that's why I fight back on that because they're going to get big name teams who aren't very good this year, and I don't know who that is.
College basketball crown. That's what it is.
I don't know. Hopefully it's Bruce Pearl and his son at Auburn. They get stuck there.
That guy
and then loses.
Well, he says Boise was in it last year. Okay. Well, maybe there is hope, but I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see. Yeah. But I think we'll find out. I think these things come quickly. I think Sunday we'll probably find out that they're in some type of tournament.
You should have known this, Chad. Nebraska won it last year.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I knew that. Yeah.
Did you?
Nebraska used the Crown as a stepping stool to have their great season here where they're in the top 10. So
I was to say, what are they? They're not still undefeated, are they?
No.
Okay.
I think they finished the season 25-5.
We know Brian would like to play in the Crown. We don't even know where he's at in Vegas right now. So,
exactly. He could just stay out there.
If you guys see him out there, just make sure he's okay.
Yeah. And again, great coverage today from Brian on WyoNation.com. And then if you guys were able to catch the roundtable that he put together on Monday, wasn't that great?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of dudes who know ball, man. I was pretty impressed with all the different content creators out there who follow Mountain West basketball specifically. And so those guys were, like pigs in mud.
I don't think I have that much dedicated space in my brain to just absorb the information that those guys were spitting out.
Yeah, exactly. So, so thanks to Brian for setting that up, and thanks to all the boys who joined him. So very, very cool. So, again, Wyoming has another early exit. It's been rough for the Cowboys over the past 10 years. So we won the tournament in 2015. Since then, Wyoming has only won 5 games in the tournament, including only 1 year where they won more than 1 game. So Wyoming, you got to find a way to have deeper runs. And you think you would just run into a few of them. But, I mean, 5 wins in 10 years is not good, I'll say.
And they were not like, there were some rough years of losing.
And today wasn't one of them, right? They played well. There's
Yeah.
some games where they got just absolutely blown out in the first round and weren't even competitive. So again, it's not any type of commentary on this team because this team clearly fought. They have some talent, but we don't have enough talent for the Mountain West, and that's what Sonny has got to do, right? So again, there's going to be guys who are going to leave this team where you're going to be like, what, right? Because that's just what happens. I don't know who they're going to be, just like in football now, you don't know. But the good news is that opens up scholarships, and Sonny has proven in a short amount of time that, right, he can ID talent and get some guys in here. So.
And it sounds like the players really like him. I know some of the fans are like, oh, he's yelling at the players. Well, they'll be okay. They're getting paid now, so they're going to be okay to get yelled at.
Yeah.
But, I think maybe the word's out like Sundance really has your best interest and you can recruit easier. Those kids all talk. And so, if guys leave, best of luck to them. Guys stay. Thanks for staying. But you start bringing guys in that have heard the word like, hey, Sonny's going to make sure the best is for me.
Yeah, and it's no surprise. I mean, right, we saw the first year where they did their documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's going to be your best friend, but he's going to coach you too, right? It's not a free ride. So
what a weird concept.
And it does take a certain type of player, right? Because some players these days, they're not going to accept that type of coaching, and that's fine, right? Not every school, not every coach is for every player. But Sonny's got to know, right? I think he's figured out over time here quickly about what type of personalities he needs on his team and the kids that want to be coached hard. So it's all good, right? Because he's going to put you in a position to be successful, and that's what he's trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, let's look at this box score one more time. Anything else that cuts out? I mean, to me, it was the 3-point shooting. Rebounding-wise, we out-rebounded them.
Look at that offensive rebounds. Wyoming has no big man, and they have 21 offensive boards. How do you lose a game and you have 21 offensive rebounds?
Well, UNLV did have
that's a lot. Wow. And look at that, 2 second chance points. Outscored them, doubled them up in second chance points.
Yeah, it's wild.
Bench and paint points. It's almost crazy to look at this and see why we lost, but you can see it was the 3-point shooting, as we talked about, and then they had 11 more free throw attempts and made 4 more than we did in a 3-point game. So tight margins all around.
Yep.
But you can be proud of this team. I mean, they reached all their goals and then some. Went from 12 wins to 18 wins. And as we just said, they're more than likely going to play in the postseason. So that will be more development for some of the younger players. And that'll be great. Shea has another comment here. The dream would be keep Myron Gores. Yes. And
honestly, if you kept the team,
Sonny did say that in his post-game comments that they're the key to the future. So, yeah, it's imperative that they both stay, I think. But you never know, right? With agents and stuff, they can be calling in there saying, hey, this team's going to give you X amount of money. And as we know, Wyoming isn't going to be able to match any school with a moderate amount of money. So it's just the way it is. But at the same time, right, Sonny gave those kids the chance to come here, and maybe that helps too. Loyalty could play a decision in what they do. So we're going to have to keep monitored for that. I know the transfer portal in basketball opens, I think in about a month. Might be
I think
like
them and wrestling are together April 1st.
April 5th or 7th, I want to say. Or
Yeah,
maybe it's earlier.
something right around there.
Yeah.
Do they open the portal during the season like they do college football?
No, they changed it. So remember last year they were playing the NCAA tournament, and there were guys like entering the portal like the day after their games. So this year they changed it. The portal does not open until the day after the championship game. Which,
That was a
But
change.
guys, I guess guys could still announce like I'm going to enter the
exactly. It's not going to stop
Yeah.
them from announcing, but they can't officially enter. Sure. So, all right. So there is your basketball update. We'll have more. Brian will have a report when he gets back from Vegas. We'll probably have a
If
postseason game if he
Yeah.
gets back. Okay.
We don't know where he is.
Yeah.
lost communication.
Maybe.
If
Ryan gets back.
If you see a man double fisting beers near the Virgin Hotel, please save him.
Yes. Well, there might be more than one. Sure, there is at this point in time.
Well, we only care about Brian, so if you see him, save him.
Yes.
Buy him a water.
Yeah. Or Gatorade Zero. All right. Let's see here. Next up is some more postseason action. And let me get this keyed up for you guys. And we do have some wrestling news that just dropped right before we started the show. So this is what is going on here? That is not what I wanted.
Yeah, let's Google. We got that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. What is it?
Jeez,
I don't even know what that is. I didn't even hit on that one. That's weird.
This is the most boomer thing I've seen.
You're like one of the guys in the teams on Berman's chat.
Nah, we're good. There it is.
Oh my god!
I don't even know what happened. It hit the wrong one. But Wyoming Wrestling has a bunch of news, so we'll go through this one by one. Shea, there's the whole list, but we'll do this. I like the ones with the pictures.
Yeah.
So your NCAA qualifiers, I'll let you take it here.
Yeah, you got the Willowshell brothers. You got Riley Davis, Steady Eddie, and Joey Novak with Christian Carroll. Something that upsets me, Christian wrestled awful at the Big 12s. I mean, I don't think it's a secret. He understands it. Everybody understands it. So, but to get dropped, he was a top 10 guy. His RPI was in the top 10 and his coach's rank was in the top 10. He would have had a better seed if he would have just medical forfeited out of the Big 12.
Yeah.
If he would have went to the mat twice and said, I'm done, he would have probably had a higher seed. This is like this has got to be the scariest 18 seed ever in the NCAA tournament.
And it's kind of crazy too, because he won a match at the Big 12s.
Oh,
And
yeah,
still-
he beat Forbes. He majored the guy.
Yeah, and so it's like that's a ridiculous drop. He got done pretty dirty with that.
I don't know. The number 2 seed's Isaac Trumbull out of NC State. He's a great wrestler. I can't imagine seeing the brackets as him and then going, oh, great. I'm staring down the barrel of Christian Carroll in the next round.
Yeah.
You know, that probably motivated Carroll too.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, so if you look at his second round match, assuming he gets out of here, right, then yeah, he's got Trumbull or Morgan from Virginia after that. Then, yeah.
But the thing is, the number 1 seed is Gagliotti. Sorry if I butcher his name. He's the number 1 seed, and Carroll majored him.
The number 1 seed is not Gadali.
What?
Number 1 seed is Batista from.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
But Carroll lost to him 5-3.
Trumbull.
Yeah, Carroll lost to him 5-3, and then majored other top 10 guys. So it's just very frustrating. I don't think it's fair that Christian. I think it's a little play on those singlets. That if he was in any other singlet, his seed would have been higher. But it is what it is. Go out there and wrestle. Bryce Meredith made the run as a 14 seed. So
Yeah. So there we go. We'll drop down here to the next one on the list.
Oh, we're also huge Luke Rasmussen fans next week too, or this weekend.
no, I don't like the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, but he's got AJ Ferrari first.
Yeah, well, Luke wrestled a good Big 12, but best of luck to you. on old knees wrestling of the Ferrari brothers. But and this is another one. Joey Novak lost to Sammy Sasso, who's a number 4 seed. But then Joey goes on this great run. Sasso loses to unranked wrestlers and somehow ends up as the 4th seed. I feel like they were punishing Wyoming a little bit. Joey's maybe it does work out for Joey. I think he has a good draw, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a homer, but I'm a little frustrated with some of the seeds.
Yeah, I mean, look at how it goes, right? Like, so he's got the 28 seed, then he'll face the 12 or 21, and then he goes against the 4 or 20, probably the 4 seed, right? Sasso.
Yeah, I don't. Joey didn't look like he did last year in the NCAA's at this year's Big 12. So if Joey wrestles like he did last year at the NCAA's, then he's going to make a run. And, and Eddie was the same way, the next guy we're going to review. So maybe these guys get in the room and we're like, hey, we didn't have, the best Big 12. What's wild is Wyoming qualified 8 guys in 2021 for the NCAA's. 8. They qualified 6 this year. These 6 guys could finish top 15 in the NCAA's as a team. So it's going to be fun to watch. And Eddie didn't have his best. It felt like Eddie kind of had maybe the spotlight was a little big for him in that championship match against Sinclair, who's a tremendous talent, but Eddie didn't look like himself. So Eddie likes to let it fly, and he was very kind of stiff in that match. So I'm sure it's something they're all talking about.
Well, Sinclair pulled the 2 seed too, so he's not a slouch by any means.
No, Sinclair's great. There wasn't a knock on Sinclair at all. It's just I think Eddie can wrestle better than he did. Where Joey and Eddie, I don't think really took a committed shot in their championship bouts. So it is what it is, and you just recover from it. You still, it's better, I guess, have a bad weekend last weekend or not the best weekend instead of the week coming, next week.
This would be a good week to have a good week.
Yes. Yeah. Your next competition is to have a good week. So.
All right. And then you got Harley Davis.
Yeah. What a run. I don't know why they medical forfeited him out unless his shoulder, it's been documented he has shoulder problems. So, hey, we're just going to give you the break. You're qualified. Your seed's not going to go exponentially up and down, So we'll.
Most importantly, did not draw the pigtail.
He did not, but if he loses that, he turns into the concede pigtail side, I'm pretty sure. If we look at the bracket, I had to check the brackets, but I think the 30 seed falls into the concede big pigtail.
I've got the brackets up. Let's see. 115 goes. Yep, 115 goes into the pigtail bracket to take on the loser of
the pigtail.
Yep, of the pigtail.
Yeah. Which doesn't make any. If somebody can explain that one to me, how the 32 and 33 face each other, and then the 31 isn't the. Good. Somebody figure out those numbers for me. I'm confused.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. If you want a higher seed, have a little bit stronger resume. But Riley's a tremendous wrestler, and he'll probably give Minto some business. So he'll be good. Good experience for Riley, regardless.
All right, and I think. Oh, there we go. How about Gabe Willichell, number 21, facing his inverse in 12.
So he's beat Carter Youngby. If you look at the guys seeded, he beat 2 top 10 guys in 149, and he's beaten Carter Young before. So 149 is a weight outside Van Ness, who Gabe took down in the Penn State duel, but then got pinned. But he has the offense to score. And 149 is one of those brackets. Is Gabe can make the run. He can If he's on his offense where like he nearly teched the top 15 guy in the Big 12 fifth place match, if that's the Gabe that shows up, then that's going to be really good. Or you have the Gabe that loses to some like unranked guy. He's a very frustrating wrestler because he's very talented, and you get some weird matches from him occasionally.
Well, if he can get through, if he can get through his first couple of matches, his Friday morning match shouldn't be too bad.
No, I think Gabe's excited. This is it for him. This is all she wrote for your career. So Gabe probably wrestles that's his understanding.
Another good week to have a good week.
Yes.
His brother is next up.
Yeah. Yeah, his brother actually did not have a good weekend. Gabe had a good weekend. His brother did not, but this is why you wrestle all season. A good season. Luke had the resume, got the at-large. So he's wrestled the Seidel kid. They grew up in Pennsylvania together, so they're not strangers. And they were competitive matches, so it should be interesting, to say the least. So
All right, I think is that the last one.
Just looking at this bracket at 133, that's a loaded bracket too. There's a lot of talent in that 133.
Yeah. The 133 is the deepest weight for sure.
Well, geez, Luke Bird, last year's national champion, is a 7 seed.
Yeah, because he got spanked in Big Tens.
Yep, he did. Paid for it with his seed too.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun. It's on ESPN Plus all 3 days, unless somebody makes the national title. Then we'll get a linear TV to watch it. But
and is it next
ESPN Plus?
Or is it this week?
Next Thursday. Starts next Thursday.
Yeah, they just said Thursday is what I said. I was like, well, there's no way it starts tomorrow. So next Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday on ESPN Plus, and then Sunday on ESPN.
No, it'll be Saturday night for the national title.
Yep, Saturday night.
It's usually ESPN2, I think. It might be on ESPN. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, one of the networks that they have. It's very good.
When we know, we'll let you know if we need to let you know.
Got it. And that is in Cleveland.
Yeah. Maybe I can enrage some more Oklahoma State fans.
Is it going to be at the basketball where the
probably where the Cavs play?
Probably where the Cavs play, yeah.
Probably not where the Browns play.
No, that would be very cold and awkward.
Outdoor, baby.
So yeah, any other final thoughts on wrestling?
No. I said 5 would be good and 7 would be great, so we landed at 6. I don't think that's bad for this team. So
yeah, hopefully the Mark Branch has got him working this week, getting our focus back after it was probably a disappointing Big 12 tournament for them, and get them ready to rebound for next weekend.
yeah, and maybe that's what they're working on is between the ears, right? You don't have to train super hard anymore. Just, hey, let's figure out. And I hear Coach Heil is like one of the big guys to get guys focused like that. So I'm sure he's in their ear. So
they're going to need those late night yoga and meditation sessions.
Yeah, hopefully Alyssa's there giving them the yoga classes like she does in the wrestling room.
I always wondered when we were in wrestling, like why we didn't incorporate that into our practices. Maybe that was a little hippy dippy for rural Wyoming, but
well, yeah, I don't
certainly would have helped, I'm sure.
Buddy, that's the 90s and early 2000s where
no kidding.
Nobody cared.
That was that crap they only did in California.
Yeah, why are you doing that? And now everybody's like doing it. Oh man, stretching's good. Who would have thought?
No kidding.
I mean, flexibility.
What's this proper warm up you're talking about?
This is weird.
Wait, I recover way faster if I'm hydrated? No.
Oh boy. All right, Let's see. We'll try the share screen again. I won't screw this one up. I promise. I don't know what happened before.
Oof. Oof. Is there
We're
a
gonna
poly
change his
market for
handle.
this?
Change his handle to Boomer. WyoNation Boomer.
Boom.
Yeah.
Football schedule was dropped. Was it Monday or Friday?
Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
So here is your schedule. We knew who we were going to play. Obviously, they released that a couple of weeks ago, but now we have an order. And again, these dates are still subject to change as TV in the next few weeks will get their picks at what channels are going to get what games. And right, so it wouldn't surprise me if a couple of these games get moved to a Thursday or a Friday. I don't know about
Just
the
for-
Colorado. The
for
Colorado
old
State
time's
one could
sake.
get moved early, I suppose. I suppose that's one, right?
I was gonna say, just for old time's sake, just really screw with it one more time and put it on a Friday night.
Put the border war on a Friday night. It's possible. And then I'm trying to look at another game that they might flex to a Friday night. I mean, UNLV could be flexed to a Friday. Maybe the Air Force game.
Air Force for sure.
Yeah,
Because CBS Sports loves Friday Night in Laramie.
that's true.
They love it, and they love Wyoming Air Force. So
Yeah.
Man, they're gonna be clamoring over seeing UConn.
And that is
That's fun.
one of the weirdest things we've seen in a long time. Wyoming will close the season in a non-conference game against UConn.
Why?
Very weird.
Why?
I'm sure it had to do with Hawaii, perhaps. That's the only thing, right? Because it comes first.
Yeah,
That'd be my guess. Is somehow they couldn't fit the Hawaii game anywhere else, and so they had to flip those around somehow.
Yeah, I hate Hawaii early in the year. I bring him to Laramie when it's cold.
Yeah.
So
there is your schedule. As we mentioned before, it's fairly weak, right? If you can't win enough games to get to a bowl in this schedule, you're never going to. I think we could all agree on that. But this is a balanced schedule, as you can see. Each line is a month, so it's a balance: 2 home, 2 away each month. So none of this crazy, on the road for 3 weeks. The bye week does come on Halloween weekend. So
That's
that comes after 8 games. They have a bye, which is not bad at all. So play 8, get a bye, and then you got your final 4. Pretty much every game on this schedule is winnable, except for, I would say, at UNLV is going to be pretty tough. New Mexico at home will be a problem.
Yep.
And then I would like your thoughts on North Dakota State, because they're already – Vegas has them as the favorite to win the conference in their first year. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that.
That's going to be a tough one, right? Like, going to the Fargo Dome, not an easy place to play, typically.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That would be a
tough
game.
They're breaking in a new quarterback next year. I don't know. That's a weird one.
We beat them before.
We're
one of the few. You've probably seen that on Twitter. They have a really good record against FBS teams, but Wyoming is one of the few teams that has beaten them.
And that wasn't even a particularly good Wyoming team.
That Wyoming team was not good.
Yeah. Here's the thing: is they're 20 scholarships down.
Not
from
for next
Wyoming.
year.
Well, I don't know if they're even recruiting to that number, I guess.
Yeah, you would think that they're going to have this is the year to get them, right, as they adjust.
They're too deep is going to be the problem. Like, I think their starting lineup is good. Can their backup sustain an FBS season?
Schedule. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see how their recruiting adjusts, because I think they were sniping a lot of guys before from the Minnesota type teams, and I'll be curious to see if that, with them moving up, if that adjusts where they don't quite get those team or those kinds of players anymore. Like, I think there was, I don't know. I'll be curious to see how it pans out. They could go the way of James Madison. James Madison obviously had a ton of success right out of the gate. I think they went like 8-4 or something like that their first year in FBS, and were petitioning for a bowl game. So, be curious to see if NDSU ends up on that kind of trajectory, or I don't know.
James Madison
Uncharted.
really invested. Yeah, James Madison went full send into their football program.
Oh yeah. Well, they had a lot of money to start with.
Yeah.
And kept growing. But you look at the last kind of real FCS dynasty to move up, Appalachian State. They started off pretty hot in FBS, but it's really tempered out since then.
I think recruiting changes. That's
It does.
something that schools don't. And James Madison's in the recruiting hotbed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. I would bet that they probably see more success than Sacramento State does.
hey, they're going to be playing on Tuesday nights.
They're going to have more money.
Paying the MAC. Yeah, for $18
$5
million.
5 o'clock, 5 p.m. local start times in Sacramento for Tuesday night games.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday, baby.
Hell
Nothing
yeah.
like a happy hour in football.
It's going to be fun. So, yeah.
Honestly,
just
that sounds pretty sweet.
For those who are listening audio only and cannot see the graphic, we'll just run through these really quick. Obviously, at Colorado State to open the season. And then the home opener will be against Northern Colorado. So a back-to-back border school games. And then on the road at Central Michigan. And then opening up Mountain West play against Hawaii and Laramie. And then 2 on the road at North Dakota State, at San Jose State. And then 2 at home. Northern Illinois comes back for the first time since the very famous Josh Allen overtime game.
Remember that game, Chad?
Yeah, that was the last time Brad and I watched a game together, I do believe.
Yeah.
Then Air Force at home the following week. And then, again, back-to-back road games at UNLV, which I already have circled as a WyoNation road trip, November 7th. And then at UTEP the week after, and then closing the season against New Mexico. That's your final conference game. And then UConn comes to town to close out the season November 28th.
He currently doesn't have a coach or a team, right? Or do they have a coach now?
I'm sure they have a coach. Yeah,
Man, I'd hope they have a coach.
for sure. I think they hired one of their assistants.
Oh, okay.
Who did they hire?
Jason. They grabbed Jason Kendall.
Oh, that's it.
That's a good hire.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
So, but yeah, they're rebuilding, obviously, having lost Mora to the Sheep. So, yeah. And again, the days of these could be changed. We'll see kickoff times. I'd imagine maybe, is it April where some of that start comes out? I think we'll get some kickoff times.
I think everybody's waiting for this falsified Pac-12 TV schedule contracts. That
has a lot to do with it too, right? To see where things are going to fall. And then just as an added note, right, the Mountain West, before North Dakota State joined the conference, announced their TV deal. But that deal and those numbers that are associated with it were without NDSU in the mix. So it may be a little while longer before we hear what the true numbers are. But I have been told that they're, of course, right, they have those escalators in the contract for, hey, if we add, a certain type of school, how that's all going to be. So I'm sure it's all been negotiated. Maybe there's some minor themes to iron out with them joining on in. But I'd imagine it's certainly going to add money to the deal. It's just another mouth to feed. So is it going to make the net bigger or not, I guess is the question.
You know what's crazy is these are the Mountain West retained the national brands. And they gained one. North Dakota State's like a national football team. Everybody knows North Dakota
but so is
State.
Boise. I mean, obviously Boise's national when we lost them.
Yep.
But the rest, I would agree, nobody gives a crap, right? On the East Coast, does anybody stand up to watch the Sheep play or San Diego State? I mean, no. Right?
Nobody's
Anybody in
watching them
San
in San Diego.
Diego show up to watch the Aztecs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they don't even
Oh.
support their own team in their own city.
Yeah, Snapdragon is pretty empty for that nice stadium.
Sometimes I wonder if they sell out Viejas more, like if there's more people that go to basketball games than football games. It's got to be
maybe.
close.
Yeah.
Viejas is a cool arena too.
Isn't it small too, though?
I thought it was.
It's pretty big.
Is
It looks small because it's so steep. Like
sure.
It's a very steep stadium. So
Mhm.
Yeah, it holds like 12,000, so that's pretty good.
Okay, yeah, that's a good size.
yeah. But I don't think NDSU is getting paid this year from TV money.
I would bet
So-
they're probably having to sit
True,
it
yeah,
out
I
for a year.
remember reading some stuff. I don't think they even get a full share for like 3 years or something like that.
Yeah, so
So,
they must have some big donors on the back.
and they had to pay like, wasn't it like $10 million to like join the league and to pay their buyout for the Valley?
Something like that.
So,
Still less than the 23 million that Sacramento State paid.
yeah, a lot of money.
NDSU, I think, was in a better spot to move up than Northern Illinois to move over. Northern Illinois had to move all their teams.
Mm-hmm.
NDSU plays in the Summit for basketball.
Well, where did Northern Illinois move their other sports
God.
to?
Ohio Valley? Was it the Ohio Valley Conference?
I don't remember offhand.
Missouri
Look that up.
Valley, maybe? Maybe they moved to the Missouri Valley.
Probably. I think some of them are staying in the MAC.
Yeah, the wrestling
Yeah.
moved to the Pac-12.
They're
So,
joining
I
the
don't know.
Horizon League, it looks like.
Oh, Horizon.
Okay, there you go.
One of those Midwest conferences, I know,
For non-football sports. Oh, that should be fun.
Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So
I could foresee a scenario where they move everything over, like if Toledo, right, gets on board too. Make things a little easier for them, perhaps. I don't know.
that'd be a cool team to join.
But I don't know if that ship has sailed or not. But I do know that the Mountain West is still actively, right, pursuing teams.
I'd be curious if UTEP even moved the needle as far as TV money goes. I can't imagine it did, but
No, I can't. I wouldn't think so.
No, they have a cool football stadium though.
Yeah, that'd be another good trip, possibly, to go to the Sun Bowl.
All right, calm down, Chad. I'm not looking to get kidnapped across the border.
you can't
Where's your
kidnap.
sense of adventure, Shea?
You can't kidnap yourself to Juarez, bud.
You'll go willingly.
You know what else for football is they had their pro day today, and you see the numbers
Yes.
Scott put up.
Mhm.
Wild, 40-inch vertical.
Yeah.
So I asked somebody that was in the know, and I was like, "Man, that was close to Janae Jackson, Gehring's own Janae Jackson, or Guernsey. Sorry, not Gehring, Guernsey. Not giving credit to Nebraska, but he was 5'5", played at Guernsey High, and had a 42-inch vertical at Wyoming.
It's a lot.
So, Sam Scott didn't. Braden, I saw Braden Johnson's numbers. They weren't great, but they weren't the worst either. And Caden Barnett had a really good pro day as well. So he had really good numbers.
So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect anybody else to get drafted other than J. Mike. But some of those guys, will work their way into, getting
Worth
the
the way to
tryouts.
camp.
Just get a mini camp. I mean, that's how Easton Gibbs got a mini camp, and they ended up in camp. So just get somewhere.
So I think
That's
Barnett
it.
will make his way into a camp.
Mm-hmm.
I think Barnett will be undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
Wasn't Crum like he was a mini camp guy, wasn't he? That made
Yeah.
a ball camp. So
He was the undrafted free agent.
Yep. He was
so
a
anything's possible. right?
priority free agent that they signed him. Yeah. And he
Yeah.
is now one of the Broncos. Plays a lot, right? In those big packages and caught a touchdown in a playoff game.
Yeah.
I need to see. I wonder how Savoda's numbers looked, because Savoda's got the size at tight end. So
Yeah, they didn't post that, I don't think.
Their agents have. That's what I've been like seeing, is their agents are posting numbers. I don't know who Evan signed with, so
yeah,
I'd have to look that up.
Oh yeah, handful of guys there, and then spring ball, of course, is it like what, 2 weeks away?
2 weeks
from starting.
We get done with wrestling and then right into spring ball. So it'll be interesting.
For sure.
Just like that.
I was gonna say, did they? I was gonna see if they even released the spring ball schedule yet, but I'm not so sure they have.
No, they usually do it like the Friday before.
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays generally.
Scrimmages 2 or 3 times.
I think they're going to open up some practices too. So, I mean,
yeah,
no, I don't think they're going to be like a full complement of the offense, but
yeah. And we'll see if they do in the past, right? Sometimes they'll go to Cheyenne to do a practice, or like Casper or something. We'll see. I would maybe not. I would guess with a new offense, you probably just want to stay home and get that put in.
Yeah.
But we'll see. They might do some outreach, especially with the fundraising effort that they're in the midst of.
They say Ryan Thorburn had a podcast yesterday with Caden Barnett and J Mike. So,
oh, nice!
When you get done listening to this, go listen to that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he also had a interview with the new cornerbacks coach, which was a good interview.
I need to listen. Yeah.
Yeah, and he talked about how, he's going to be involved in special teams.
Well, he actually coached special teams too, so.
Yep. So it's good. He's a good fit for that role. And then he mentioned what got him to Wyoming was when he was on Montana, he was there with Hendrickson. And so that's the guy who kind of pinged him to, hey, would you be interested in coming here? And there you go, right? So again, football coaching is all about
who you know.
99% of the time, it's you hire somebody that you know, right? So,
yep.
And Wyoming finally broke that with the offensive coordinator hire, and I think it's going to be very beneficial for them. So,
yeah, it's not like it was a coaching tree for even the cornerbacks. It was just, hey, I know a guy, just at least maybe interview him.
I know a guy. Let's get him out of his job at Northern Colorado before that staff gets fired again.
God, yeah, they're in a tough spot. I think they're a good coaching staff, but they're just in a.
Who is their coaching staff now? It was McCaffrey. Who replaced him?
I want to say I don't know. They almost beat CSU last year, though. Remember, they got robbed.
They did get they didn't. They got robbed.
Yeah.
Like, there was no question about it. They got robbed.
So as you can see, lots to talk about today with all kinds of news in 3 big sports. And now we'll wait and see the fate of the Wyoming basketball team. And then we'll wait another week here to see how the wrestlers do in Cleveland.
It's Ed Lamb. He's their coach. Came over from
that's right.
He was at Southern Utah. Then I think he landed at BYU for a while, or Utah, one of those two.
Oof. Poor guy. Cedar City to Salt Lake. Really. Not exactly the best coaching trail. But I think he's a good coach. I just don't think he has the resources at Northern Colorado.
No, not a chance.
So, but
all right. Good. Well, I think we'll wrap up the show for this week. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As I said, we'll be back next week. If Brian avoids jail in Vegas, he'll be giving us a
I just want a picture of him super hungover again. I think him and Keith Kelly are just going to avoid coming back, so they got honeydew lists waiting for him in Cheyenne.
Maybe. Right.
Well, Brian's got his schedule set, so he's definitely not coming back until
That's true.
Saturday or Sunday.
Because he's checking out all the other tournaments. So he's not there just for Wyoming like the other people. So
Yeah,
Better get his tickets to the Wizard of Oz while he can.
Well, all right, everybody. We will catch you next week on the WyoNation Roundup. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you all soon.